Uncle Damian's drop, you know, we gotta react to it. This time, it's a little bit, we getting closer and closer to NBA 2K27 dropping. And this right here, he's really dropping them gems in here. He's talking about badges. Let's get straight into it.
Try my name and dirty, try to bring me down. See me win, you ain't like me.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, alright? Today we're going to talk about badges. Yes, you heard that correctly, badges. So we're in this builder, and a lot of y'all have asked me to speak on the badges for 2K27. And what I can say is that, again, first of all, no insider information here, man. I'm just going off what I think, all right? This is not what I know. This is just giving me...
Y'all already know when he says that it's what's in the game. So take this with a grain of salt, but listen to him very, very closely.
Giving my opinion on what I think, all right? And the big thing here that I want to speak on is that, as you know, 2K has been compressing every single year badges. And the reason being is, for one, you know, it's the balance of ratings and effectiveness of the badge, like which one should hold more weight. And then two, how often are those badges being utilized within gameplay? So they look at those things, they look at the numbers on the back end, right? And be like, okay, this badge is not being utilized enough, or, you know, blase, blase, blah. All right. But what I will say is that badges have lost its strength, right, as 2K's going on. Because in reality, the badges for multiple years previously were extremely overpowered. And
Intimidator, bruiser, ankle breaker, I want to say dimer, but no, I can't say dimer at the same time, because at the end of the day, it's the person that's shooting the ball that has the time to shot.
And I felt like in 2K26, most of the badges weren't really that effective, okay? And again, it's very difficult to speak on badges as far as shooting, because everybody can hit a shot. It didn't even matter if you had badges or not. The only badge that was really effective would be limitless range. If you wanted to shoot beyond that point, that's okay. But Deadeye wasn't really worth it. Set shot specialist wasn't really worth it. Shifty shooter wasn't really worth it. Mini marksman wasn't really worth it. Why? Because it was just that easy to shoot. So
this is the easiest shooting 2K that we ever had. And if you cannot shoot on NBA 2K25, 2K26, that's your problem, not the game. Because you had stick shooting and you had button shooting.
If 2K27 makes it more difficult to shoot and just put the same type of emphasis you had in 2K26, I felt like the only badge that was, well, I don't want to say the only badge, but one of the most glaring badges that had a very massive issue was posterizer.
Your camera roll has all the ingredients, but you can never find time to edit.
Didn't matter what you edit on.
We all know, and I spoke on this numerous times throughout the year, and especially since someone that I really take pride in slashing, I take pride in having layup, mix master, and physical finisher, and just being able to go to the basket and know exactly when to Euro step, how to reverse, left hand dunk, right hand dunk, posterizer, etc. Like, that is a skill set. What was the issue this year, again, with the worst acquisition, I think I'm saying that right, when you acquire something in the game, was a dynamic dunk meter. It was the worst this year than it was last year, and it should have just went right back to just a normal dunk meter without it fluctuating, okay? But posterizer had issues because no matter if your badge was, if you didn't have a badge, I mean, if your badge was on bronze or if it was on legend, and you had a 9-9 driving dunk and you had bronze or you had legend, there wasn't much of a difference.
None at all. I got a 96 dunk, and I think I missed more dunks with the meter than I make more dunks with the meter.
There was at one point in time where, you know, we kind of felt that, well, posterizer badge was effective, was really just for if you press square or X if you're on Xbox, right? So if you didn't use the right joystick and you press square, the rating of your posterizer badge would dictate the posterization. That wasn't really true either. So we back to square one again with badges, as far as that, why are some badges not really working the way they should? And 2K has a very difficult time of making adjustments to badges once the game's release. It's not an easy fix. That's the reason why posterizer was not fixed. Like, that's why it was the way it was all year round. So my humble opinion for 27 is that the badges that you pretty much see right now are going to be the same in 27. Why? Because they did a pretty damn good job of compressing everything, getting rid of all the fluff, and keeping the main badges that people would utilize and that they would use. The issue had
one badge they needs to bring back is glue hands. Let me know down in the comments, what badge do they need to bring back and why?
Has always been the gameplay. All right, and
don't forget to hit that like button, that sub button, turn those post notifications for more bangers from both me, JVQUANII, and Uncle Demi. His video will be down in the description.
I want to stress that gameplay really dictates how effective a badge would be. Like I said, dynamic meter made posterizer trash, right? Same thing for shooting. None of the shooting badges mattered except for limitless, because yes, people were using third-party devices to cheat, but even people that wasn't can still shoot close to 80% and didn't have badges. You can have 85 overall out there and just start sparking because it was just that easy to shoot, right? So what I believe is going to be the emphasis on 27 is more emphasis on the actual ratings, even more than in what it was in 26. So what does that mean? Okay, so let's just look at something that is an easy factor for me. It was easy to see this. Physical finisher. I felt like physical finisher was one of the most effective badges in this game, meaning that you could see a massive difference if you had physical finisher on bronze compared to if you had it on gold, compared to if you had from gold to...
I'm not a slasher, so I couldn't even put my 2 cents into it.
Legend, you could actually see the difference, right? A lot of that is tied to, though, your rating, okay? So I don't want to get this misconstrued. A lot of the times, the reason why these badges are effective is because the rating you already have to get that badge is high. And that's where it just kind of puts it to where, well, do we even need the damn badge?
Exactly.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So for instance, you look at driving layup here, right? I go driving layup and I get this all the way up to 99. And let me go to, so for instance, see, it takes for layup mixmaster. You go 97, you have layup mixmaster on Hall of Fame. Well, you already have a 97 driving layup. You go to legend, well, you already have a 99 driving layup. So hopefully you understand what I'm saying earlier. It's the rating that's really mattered, and that's why badges aren't as effective. That's what 2K has done. They have made it to where the rating of the attribute rating. So some of y'all might if I'm saying rating, the attribute rating of 99, you want to get a 99 driving layup to get layup mixmaster on legend, which is good, but the badge itself is kind of an afterthought. It's the actual rating that truly really matters. I like that idea. I like the direction that they did with that, because I truly believe that, why in the world, again, now keep in mind, when you have a 93 driving layup and you max +1 it or max +2 it, that's where you get the best value. Right? That's where you get the best value. And it will be the same thing for
really
next year.
Only badge
the max +1s, max +2s, the cap breakers, all that stuff's coming back. It makes too much money for 2K. They're going to do that.
Whatever it's
called. So what I'm saying is that it makes no sense to go 99 on anything. It always made sense to go and max +1 or 2 it to get to the rating that you want for a badge. That's why I love physical finisher. I always try to get physical finisher.
While we sitting here waiting, make sure y'all turn those post notifications for more bangers.
Let me go ahead and get my weight. I always try to get physical finisher on on gold, so I can max plus 2 it to legend. But remember, the badges doesn't have that huge of effect, so don't get it twisted. Having physical finisher on legend with 75 strength is a lot different than having.
It's confirmed though. He wouldn't sit there and say all this for no reason. We are getting the same badges in 2K27. I'm not bad about it, so
having strength on 90 something with the badge. So if you're saying Uncle Demi in 27, what would be the best setup? The best setup will still get your rating as high as you can and get that badge as high as you can. The issue is the builder's not going to allow you to do all that, so you have to figure out what is the best bang for your buck and which badge actually gives the best animation or gives you the best percentage. And the driving dunk, that's why I told people, listen, you need to go 99 on the driving dunk, not to get the legend posterizer, but the fact that posterizer just doesn't work, and 99 driving dunk is going to hold a lot of weight, okay? Or if you went 93 driving dunk and you had a gold posterizer, it doesn't make any sense to max plus 2 with the legend because you're not going to see no difference. So that's where the confusing part comes into play. We're always trying to make our first initial build thinking that these badges are going to be effective. What I'm telling you in 27 is when you go into 27, bank on their ratings. Don't bank on the actual badge, because the badges are going to let you down. We will not know in depth about how strong or good a badge is until probably season 3, when 2K Labs and Toots and all these guys start doing the actual testing. So for 27, just to wrap it up, expect the same badge layout, a very small focus of badge layouts. I don't see any new badges coming into play. There is no room for a new badge because, again, they're trying to take away all that fluff, all the extra fat. So expect this.
You know, back in old 2Ks, 2K17 to be exact, you had a playmaker, you had 5 badges. You had a sharpshooter, you had 5 badges. Rebounder, you had 5 badges. Stretch, you had 5 badges. Lockdown, you had 5 main badges.
Same badge
Right
setup, very minimal badges as we see. To come back, expect the rating to still hold more weight than the actual badge. And then
it's been 10 years since 2K17 came out, and I mean, they got one job, you know. Let's see if they're gonna execute the right way, man. That's all I can say for real. Make sure y'all drop a like, drop a comment, drop a sub, and listen. His video will be down in the description. We'll do the same for him, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video, bro. Peace.